Good evening, my friends. War is deception. So today, something blew up at Baptist Hospital in Gaza. Hamas and Rashida Tlaib immediately blame Israel. Israeli officials claim it was Islamic Jihad missiles, and Israeli officials' response has been very clumsy, very unlike them, very off point. But let's take a look at this cunt, Rashida Tlaib. Israel just bombed the Baptist hospital. That's making a declarative statement. It's not Israel. It appears that Israel just bombed the Baptist hospital, killing 500 Palestinians, children, patients like that. This is an hour after it happened. How did you know so quickly, my friends? And how did this asshole, Dr. Omar Suleiman, not really familiar with his work, but they get out there and he ups the ante. He claims it's white phosphorus. Like 50 minutes after it happened, he is declared white phosphorus, confirmed by Human Rights Watch. That's probably a flat-out lie. What is the truth? I don't know. I don't care, but this got out to be the truth. 9.92 million views. And America-hating Congressperson Rashida Tlaib, 9 million views. It doesn't matter what the truth is. The lie has gone around the world. So let's just go through this a bit. IDF immediately pushed back a response blaming Islamic Jihad for the barrage of missiles that were fired at the same time, with one of them hitting the hospital, killing hundreds. Oh, Rashida Tlaib also knew the exact body count. Both of these people knew the exact body count. It's almost like they knew it was coming, and maybe this was planned or scheduled, perhaps. We'll look at some options here. We're going to apply some critical thinking patterns to this too, very similar to Nord Stream. So Al Jazeera accidentally kind of showed that, accidentally told you that Gaza, or Hamas, occasionally fires missiles that strike Gaza City instead of actually landing in Israel. And then, yeah, they show you the video where it happened. So they claim the truth about the Gaza hospital bombing. Hamas launched hundreds of rockets at Israel. One landed on a hospital in Gaza. Watch the footage for yourself, supplied by Hamas-loving Al Jazeera TV, and ask yourself how many missiles were probably stored at that hospital. Yes, it's not a very well-kept secret that terrorists pretty much hide guns and weapons and bombs and stuff in hospitals, mosques, and schools, daring people to blow it up. So, clandestine on Twitter, here we go. Time to debate on who's responsible for the hospital bombing. Initial reports that it was definitely Israel. No evidence, no nothing. Just immediately jumped to a conclusion. It definitely was Israel, no question about it. But both stories have merit in my world. I've seen some videos. Some are fake. Some appear to be legit. And it appears it was a Hamas misfire. I'm sitting this one out. Let me know when you figure it out. So, war is deception, my friends. What would Israel gain from blowing up the hospital? Nothing but worldwide scorn that you're seeing now, because the lie has gotten around the world. And Hamas would get sympathy from all the Arab leaders if it was false flagged and blamed on Israel. Iran might also gain leverage to begin hostilities on the northern border. That was 3 hours ago. How do I know these things? Arab leaders refuse to meet Beijing Biden. Jordan trip canceled. Protesters surround the U.S. Embassy in Beirut. Is it 1979 again? I don't know. At least today the music sucks. The weed's better, but the music is not. So you know the story. Air Force One was departing Washington for Israel about an hour ago, and the White House has canceled the entire leg of Beijing Biden's trip to Jordan. Confirmation was issued within the same hour that Arab leaders announced they were unwilling to meet with Biden, ruh-roh, given the U.S. is Israel's biggest funder and supporter. Looking very biblical, is it not, my friends? Again, I'm not a very religious person, but I have read Revelation multiple times, I might add. I've also read the Quran. Scary, scary book, my friends. There's a lot of depravity in the Bible, especially in the Old Testament. There is a lot of depravity in the Quran, my friends. So, alright, so there's in Beirut, Lebanon, everyone is heading towards the U.S. Embassy. So alleged footage, again, fog of war, you don't know how much of this bullshit is real and how much of it is actual bullshit, showing the U.S. Embassy in Beirut being stormed by a huge group of angered Lebanese, following a horrific Israeli strike on the hospital in Gaza. Also, this is a galvanizing event in the Arab world, my friends. And again, escalation, this is fucking mega super hyper escalation right here. Protesters plant the Palestine flag at the U.S. Embassy in Lebanon, and tear gas fired at protesters. Jordanian security forces blocked protesters from attempting to storm the Israeli embassy in Amman following a deadly attack. Again, jury's out on this one. And here's Jack Murphy pointing out that the Israeli government lost control of the narrative the way they have recently on this topic, I might add. Twitter is, you shouldn't use Twitter to announce stuff, people, and then delete it, because then you look like you're guilty. Anyway. Alright, analysis, and this is Netanyahu saying that, it was probably a Hamas missile strike that got off course and probably detonated one explosive in the hospital, probably in the parking lot, I guess. And then it detonated, it had a chain reaction and blew up a whole bunch of shit. So, this is the video I think is the most authentic, but should I take a look at it? Yeah, what the hell. We'll take a look at it. So, oh, they deleted the video. I saw the video in question, and it looked like legit. They were firing up here, and then the hospital is allegedly over here, so they're firing an iron dome or iron laser, whatever this calls, shooting them down, and then it's pretty much over, and then boom, it blows up. Okay, so dozens of protesters attempt to storm the Israeli embassy. This is a very dangerous mega event. Ramallah now. That is true, my friends. Hundreds of protesters in Jordan. Israel made the again, this is propaganda, my friends. Israel just made a horrible mistake, which will unleash a new major war in the region. Israel made the impossible possible, or a false flag made the impossible possible plausible. Factions who were fighting yesterday in Syria or Afghan or Iranian forces could actually join tomorrow while fighting Israel. Now, Israel has nukes, and they can probably glass somebody if they want. It's kind of not hard to go much lower than the Arab world is perceiving them tonight. So, again, not good. No bueno. And this is a video that claims it's a documented proof that it was an airstrike. Unconvincing to me. Don't watch these videos unless you're just prepared to be horrified. Max Blumenthal is a complete blue anon bot. Gaza's Ministry of Health says Israel killed. How long ago was that? 1:44 p.m. Yeah, that's, jeez. That's like less than an hour after it happened, yeah. And he's already claiming to know the death total, which is 500. How come nobody gets it wrong? They all get 500 right out of the gate there around that same time. Maybe because this was probably a false flag and they were astroturfed to cover it on social media. Again, these pictures, you never know. You don't have any idea where these pictures are from. I still want to see this white phosphorus that was claimed. So, here we go. Whatever crimes the Zionist regime commits will fail to compensate for its disgraceful defeat following the Al-Aqsa storm operation. Defeat may look possible now, my friends, because this is bad, and it's going to be interesting. Well, I think I know what's going to happen. Russia and China will probably fall in lockstep with Iran on this issue, and I got a feeling the army in the northern front of Israel better gird their loins, because I think a big-time attack is coming. So, and again, Israel could just like glass Tehran. I mean, you can't go much lower, and that'll basically show the world that you're not fucking around. So, I don't know what's going to happen. Stay tuned. This has been one fucking hell of a day, my friends. Pick up non-perishable food. Lose all your guns in a boating accident. And God bless.